What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to y'all with another after show. We talking Baddies Caribbean episode 5. Okay, this episode was so boring. That's why I put this because I was asleep. It was boring. Okay, it was boring. Before I start taking calls, you guys, I do want to talk about some late Baddies updates in regards to Winter's teeth. Winter's veneers is an honorary baddie. It's gonna need a cast photo next season because Winter's veneers are the talk of the town. Everybody wants a piece of them gums. Everybody wants a piece of her enamel. All right, that's all the girls are talking about is her tooth pain, including Megan. So here's the thing with this whole video, right? Because I watched the full thing. Some people are like, "Oh, it's because she saw a clip." I watched the full thing. Megan was being funny. Y'all need to stop making excuses. Just because y'all don't like Winter, read the situation for what it was. Megan was trying to be funny, and Winter gagged her. That's what it was. She was trying to be funny and fake. Because how do you DM somebody sending condolences, but then you go on Instagram cackling at me? That's fake. That's what I think.
Don't feel bad for her. Am I surprised?
Megan, I really do appreciate this video.
Unpopular opinion, I do kind of feel bad for Winter. You know, Winter Blanco, the one that was on Bad Girls Club, that recently just dropped a story about how she has TMJ and veneers ruined her life, even though I have veneers in my life. It's perfect.
Shade number one. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to be funny. I don't know how I don't see through Megan, but anyways.
But like in the past couple days, I've seen like a lot of like controversial. I don't want to call it controversial, but it's been on the blogs that like a lot of people don't feel bad for her. Am I surprised? No. Yes, me and Winter have had like our beefs in the past. I don't really have anything against Winter anymore, but like it's really hard to feel bad for people who are like always in drama, like always have something going on. I mean, I suffer with that myself. Like I be going through stuff and I like vent on social media and people rarely feel bad for me because they're like, "You're a mean girl, you're a bitch." I'm also a human. Unpopular opinion, I do
And I know you're thankful for this one that I'm about to make. I'm thankful every day that there's women out there like you who show me that I'm a real ass bitch.
Now, I don't think once I watched the full clip, I do still think Megan was being a little shady. Sort of like a, not a ha ha, but sort of like a giggle. You know, when something happens to somebody that you low key didn't like, but it's something bad that happened to them, and then you're like, it's sort of like that. But I don't think Winter watched the full thing.
Appreciate the DM that you sent me yesterday. Here it is. Hey girl, I'm not being messy or shady towards you in any way. Really do feel bad about your da da da. Hope you find a solution, blah, blah, blah. I also want to thank you for your TikTok follow that I've.
The funniest comments, by the way, I've been seeing about this, they said Winter's teeth don't hurt that much because she's still talking shit. I'm sorry. That was funny. I'm sorry. Because it clearly doesn't. Because she's still popping them gums. The Orajel is putting it overtime. Okay? That Orajel is doing OT.
Never followed back. I really do appreciate the support. I just love when women can come together and be real. And I support you on your journey of getting clean because you're so much more level-headed and you're so much more genuine. Because remember when we
Not the powder donuts.
used to be friends and you crossed me up and did some uber duper weird stuff? I do. And also, I just want to really thank you because you showed me that this is the exact reason why I'm not, haven't been, and never will.
a lot of people don't feel
Okay. So she exposed her for the whole DM situation. I just feel like if she sent the DM out, sort of negating a fact that we already know why people don't feel bad, it's kind of like, why would you still make that video? Because it was kind of pointless. That video was like very pointless, but that's just me. All right. Next I wanted to get into y'all is Mariah Lynn. So Mariah Lynn did an interview recently with Urban Love Rose. They do have a YouTube channel, so make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. And she talked a little bit about some of the girlies and how she feels about, Bianca. She'll ever make it with Bianca. You know what I thought of? I wonder if Cardi B is trying to get them to, make peace, because they are Love and Hip Hop sisters. So I wonder if Cardi B is trying to, bridge the gap between the two. I always wondered that.
Miss Bianca, maybe y'all could, at least just squash it, because I don't
Oh,
like.
it would never be squashed now, babe. It would never be squashed.
Well, I don't want it to
I
end
don't
in
do
a
the
fight.
internet shit.
It did.
Oh, it did. Because if I
More
brought you
fighting.
in, it's only right that I take you out.
Shut up.
And this is Urban Love Rose, baby. It's giving 30.
Okay, collaboration with me. How are you and Anna?
Anna and I are good. That is my firecracker. And y'all will see, she's gorgeous and she's super, super talented. Y'all will see that we do go through some shit this season.
My whole thing is with Mariah. If you can get over somebody fighting your mama, you can forgive somebody else getting into it with somebody else over something else. I'm sorry. She fought your mama. Bianca just fought you. Like, big difference. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I know they said the mama attacked her first, but it's still like, she still fought your mama. You still look like, I don't know.
I just want to say this now. Like, my hand was literally forced to fight Anna. I did not want to fight Anna at all. Y'all just literally saw the slay almost from start to finish.
Yeah.
So, Asian and I didn't really have real beef. I think it was my fault. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I didn't care to make up with her. She did initiate the makeup after we fought on the show.
I wish I made
No, we did make up.
Okay, yes.
But because she said she didn't want to fight me, and she really didn't want to fight me and all that stuff. But girl, no, I had to pop your baddie chubby. It ain't no way you coming out baddies and you're not getting the fucking pink. So period. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Now she gonna pop you for that.
Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. So
I just don't feel like it's okay to forgive Anna Mac, but now Bianca has your back. So it's like, but hey, so all right, thank you. Okay, now on to Gretch, big nigga Gretch. She don't want to talk about the N word no more, y'all. Stop bringing on her lies. She doesn't care about it. Okay, she dating her black nigga. She gonna say the word nigga. And folks, my nigga, and she does not care what y'all have to say about it.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. We ain't finna be arguing about this whole nigga situation. We ain't finna be talking about fucking Latins and black people and white people. Who could have fuck could say yes, who could fuck could say no, bitch. Stand on it. That's it.
She the one.
She the one. Right, give me that, baby. Your mama the one, baby. And Jay Lucker keeps saying I'm white. All she fucking wants to. I don't care. Bitch, you whiter than me. Fuck is we talking about?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Bitches thought I was white.
She's really Puerto Rican.
It's the generational pass down of misinformation for me. Oh God.
Fuck is we talking about?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Bitches thought I was white.
She's really Puerto Rican.
Fuck is we talking?
Okay. Also, you guys, if y'all don't know, she hasn't announced it yet, but Gretch is hosting a Juneteenth get together. And she extended all invitations out to the baddies. Even sent invitations out to the bloggers. She said, come in with your best fits. And she's going to have a Kente hat on as well. So we're all going to celebrate. I hope y'all show out. She's going to be hosting in Miami. I'm going to come out too and support, because I just feel like if she's down for the cause, then it's only right to support. Right? Right. All right. And yeah, somebody in the comments said it. All niggas is welcome. I don't know how I just thought of that. Because we are in June, though. No shade. Okay. Now, On to Krishan update. We haven't got a Krishan update in a minute. She is going through some troubles with Blee. Blee recently unfollowed her. She does plan on, dealing with him outside the penitentiary when he does get out.
Blue calls me this morning and he's like, what do you say? Obviously, y'all see how I be on like locked down. Don't go nowhere. You feel me? I don't go nowhere. It's annoying sometimes. So, like when I do go out, I do be like wanting to just cut loose and just be myself. You feel me? So
Somebody said in the comments, how did he unfollow her? Y'all clearly don't know how to be working because they be having all types of phones up in there. There's a guy for my girls who watch Twitter corn. There's a guy who literally has the OnlyFans and he's in jail. I'm talking about just screwing them jail cellmates left and right. I'm telling you, he be having the scene set up, not the scene, but he be having the cell. Correct me if I'm wrong. He be having the cell set up. He has the white sheets hanging down, and he just freaking digs into their big W cakes. And sometimes he's sucking Subway sandwiches. There's a lot you could do behind them bars.
So when I did that yesterday, he like, well, so you went out and you didn't go home. And I'm just like, babe, I got drunk and I did go home. I went to where my son was at. Like I could have went home and just left my son with the babysitter and he would have been fine. But I just wanted to go straight to my son. And then not like that, that's my house. Like, like I have another house. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be over here. Went to sleep, woke up, stuff like that. Blue calls me this morning. I had too many drinks. Like, nobody's cheating. Pussy still fucking hairy as fuck, growing. Like, this shit is, I can braid this shit that's on my, like.
Wow. We need to know that, Rock.
I'm holding you down, bro. I'm paying your bills. Like, you have to want to be here to benefit. I'm not benefiting from this shit, but being here for him. Like, I love you, you love me. We want to work things out. Try this whole different atmosphere. Cool, that's great. I'm all down for it. So then we're on the phone and he keeps talking about, so why didn't you go home? I told him why. He's like, well, he kept trying to like argue with me, and I'm just like, bro, fuck you, bro.
Blueface needs to write a book in narcissism and manipulation because the fact that he's able to have this hold on her behind bars miles away needs to be studied, okay? And needs to be broken down in an LA class of Crips because like that is insane. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna start taking callers. No freaking Kirsten, okay? What is going on, JJ?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Anyway, I don't know why Italian with a fake accent. Good night. I'm very excited to be here. So yeah, this episode was boring.
Yeah.
I felt that horse. That horse was stressed. They read off of energy, and that horse wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. Poor thing. Tommy's BBL was stressing me out. It looked bad from the back.
I like her BBL. Her WTs, they're not persuasion like.
It's not bad. It was giving teeth from the front, but when you see it like bare, and you see the dents and the little, I'm like, ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now Natalie said it was gunshots. Is that true?
No, that's me. She was like, fix your
said, what? I thought I
then,
misheard.
Everybody's lace front was bad. I'm sorry. This is not the best season for wigs. I don't know why the lace fronts are stressing me out. Some were lifting, some were off colored. The makeup looked bad. Everybody looked sweaty. I'm like, oh my god.
MVP would have did really good on this season because she would have had a whole box full of wigs.
Oh, she would have gave some to some of the baddies. She would have been like, I don't want some of this. I don't want some of that. Like, I don't want this wig. This wig look good. But yeah, I
Who
do
do you
have
think
some.
won the squabbles? Because a lot of people in the episode kept saying, "Now you won. Now you won all your squabbles."
None of them won. Not a single one won. The only thing that Natalie got the upper hand on Tommy was when they were in the car and she was like uppercutting. I will say she did eat that one. But other than that, none of them ate. Like Tommy, Natalie, they both can't fight to me, low key. Like they can't fight.
It was Natalie going right to the floor the first round.
I mean, that's a Natalie staple. You cannot get away with that. You know what I mean? Like she always has to fall to the floor. That's always the go-to.
Now, this episode, they went, trail walking. What do you think about them breaking into groups and then also the fight between DTB and Tinka, them getting into it?
Okay, so I'm from the Caribbean.
Yes.
I come from the same island as Miss Janisha Johns in Croatia.
Janisha Johnson.
So I come from that. So as somebody who had to take the whole school field trips to the botanical garden, let's go to the walk, whatever, ghetto.
Right.
I don't know what they were doing. I don't want Jack Barbados, but like the Crucian Islanders, that nature walk, oh, we would never. We would be carrying you through all the exhibits and they would say like the most nonsense, random thing. Like, did you know this fish was caught by like a random, like, she's like Saint Tomian from the shore, and like we have it pinned up here. There was no guide, there was no introduction. The monkeys was just running wild, loose, and free. I'm like, what if these monkeys just jumped down from the tree and attacked them? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what
Thank
is
God they didn't invite Gretch to the trail rock. Should have been like, oh, that looks like a nigga.
Yeah, like that look like a nigga. Like,
right.
No, because then she would have been like on the same side as the girl that was like, hey, y'all, look, is my baby daddy. Like, that would have been her right there.
Right.
But with Diamond the Body and Tinka, listen, I find Tinka a little bit annoying, but the way she just remains so unbothered by DTB, she eats DTB up. I'm not gonna lie. DTB gets a little too heated, and Tinka just jumps on that. Like when Tinka was like, "You're dismissed. You are dismissed."
Right.
That
no, I agree.
Like,
I agree with that.
Like that ate. Also, I do agree with the Tinkerbella bleaching. I work in a beauty supply store.
Yes.
I know what a good Caro Light look like. I know what a good Fair and White look like.
Now, what mix is she using?
Listen, the fact that the placement of the bleach, her knuckles, like Diamond the Body keeps saying, your knuckles. Her knuckles are darker and then around her eyes, because they do say not to put the bleaching around your eyes, especially the soap. You can cause permanent blindness. So, or not permanent, but it can cause complications. So, like, just the placements. And then the fact that her knees are still very dark, but in patchy. It's not like a solid darkness. It's like a very patchy darkness. You could tell. You could tell. But I felt so bad for DTB because at the same time, like, I get it, because as somebody, when I like to vent for like 2 hours and then I let it go. I'm like, okay, but nobody was feeling
The girls are clearly not here for DTB. I was like, ooh, this is no good.
And I feel bad for her because I'm like, I get it, sis. I get it. Especially since she keeps getting eaten by Tinka. Like, she wants to have her final words so bad. And I'm like, I get it, bro. I get it.
Right. Now, we see Meatball confront Jayla. Do you feel like she was right to do so in the defense of Iggy?
I don't want to sound like a hater.
Mm-hmm.
But
don't be afraid of y'all opinions now. This is for y'all.
I don't like Meatball.
Ooh, why?
I don't like her. Like, I don't know. Every time the camera turns to somebody and it's like Meatball in the background, she always has something to say. And it's like, Meatball, shut up. Why are you talking? like, she always has something to say. And not only that, I feel like Meatball is trying too hard, low-key, to be a Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, sorry, but I feel like that's what it is. Because at the same time, as we've seen from this episode, Biggie can be messy. And
Yeah.
Biggie can get her clapbacks when she's ready. She brought
Yeah.
Tommy on for a reason. She did that to get under Natalie's skin. Well, Zeus brought her, but Biggie running with the storyline of I invited her to the beach because blah 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 blah. Because Biggie knows in the next episode we're gonna see Biggie's like, yeah, I was hanging out with my friend Tommy and I took Tasiki and blah blah this and that. So it's like Biggie, she can fight her own battles, but not physically. So there was really no need for Meatball to come in and be like, bully me. And it's like, Meatball, why? I don't want to sound like I'm fat phobic. I'm not fat phobic. I'm not. But why is her stomach always out? Her stomach is never in her shirts. And the reason for that is because she lifts up her shirts. I don't know if people realize that. It's not that her shirts are small. She purposely lifts them up.
It's her signature. Like, it's her look. You know how Ali has the My Little Pony wigs?
Yeah.
Meatball has the valley. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I wanted to say something before I get into that with the whole when Dolly explaining the situation with the, she's from Puerto Rico. I want to say, Scotty, I have a little lesbian crush on her. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I do. It's Pride Month. I'm bi. So I'm going to announce. I'm going to come out.
Too bad Natalie already has that cootie cat on lock.
Damn, and I think about it every day. Also, lemon pepper has a little bit of salt. Is Scotty and the Baddies stressing him out? I see some grays trying to hide behind that blur. I see them. I see
No! I can't. You saw that through the blur?
I saw it through the blur.
That.
I know what salt and pepper look like, all right?
Not lemon with the salt and pepper. So it's not even lemon pepper anymore. It's lemon salt pepper. We unlocked a new nickname for him tonight. Now, what did you think of the Wendali situation and their final thoughts?
Okay, so this is my final thought. I am Puerto Rican. Mm-hmm. And my people is from Puerto Rico, and my daddy is pure black. Like, come from St. Kitts, his grandmother come here, everything. My grandmother is even Taino. I grew up back and forth between St. Croix and Puerto Rico, which is not that far away between each other. We have a ton of Puerto Ricans here. So when Dolly to say, like, oh, Gretchen's Puerto Rican, blah, 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 like, is an excuse, I need people to realize it's coming from somebody who grew up half of her life in Puerto Rico. There is still abhorrent amount of racism in Puerto Rico. So for people to say that, like, oh, blah, blah, no, because there's a big beef between Santo Domingans and Puerto Ricans. And
to this day, you're saying, right?
Yes, to this day. Okay. And the main reason, like, there was a tenant in Puerto Rico that killed 2 Santo Domingan people that lived in his building. And the main reason for that is, that's how bad it is. The reason for that is, one of the main reasons, is because Puerto Ricans see Santo Domingans as a dirtier, lesser version of Puerto Ricans. And that's mainly because a lot of Santo Domingans are black. So my dad is a pure black man, speaks flawless Spanish, perfect Spanish. He would never be mistaken for being a Puerto Rican. He will always be mistaken by Puerto Ricans as a Santo, because they automatically think, because he blends into the night like Jeepers Creepers, that he is a Santo Domingan. Because my daddy is the color of your jacket. Very pure black man. So I just wanted to kind of clear up that, because for people to still be saying, like, oh, well, she's Puerto Rican, she's ethnic, she's this, and then for Gretch to say, well, I'm not white, I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, but even in Puerto Rico, you still have some type of privilege, because black Puerto Ricans are still looked down upon. And even Santo Domingans, who are not Puerto Rican, but they're technically the same thing, just different slight alterations, get killed just because they're the lesser, dirtier version of Puerto Ricans. So for them to use that excuse of, like, she's ethnic, she can use the N-word, that's not the case. At least for me speaking.
It's a lot of colorism dealing with it, basically, you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much, that's what it is. Like, that's just all it is.
Thank you for breaking that down. That's a good breakdown. Because a lot of people don't know the ethnic history behind it. They just see it as like a skin type thing. It does have to do with colorism, but you breaking that down really does help.
Yeah, there's tons of Puerto Ricans that they think just because they have blonde hair and blue eyes, they're like they're the more whiter looking Puerto Ricans. They think they are better than the black Puerto Ricans. It's like, that's not the case at all. So.
Right. All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Have a good night.
All right. You too, night. Thank you for anybody who calls in with knowledge like that. I appreciate it. Okay, especially speaking from like their own experience. Okay, what is going on, Kaya?
Oh, that was a whole lot. I ain't noticed that. Shoot, I'm black and
The more
Indian.
you know.
Yeah, I'm black and Indian, so I don't know nothing about that. But yeah, you're right, Fear. This episode was trash.
Very
trash. It's like after the beginning, that was that. Like it was god awful. So first off, anybody that's saying that Natalie won the fight, y'all must be smoking something. Y'all must be smoking PUSSY. You just must be smoking dick. I don't know what y'all smoking, but Natalie.
They were smoking a baddie blunt.
They said them baddie blunts are trash. That's what I was hearing.
You know what I'm gonna do one day? I need to find somebody that could get me, because I don't think, do they sell it in a dispensary in Florida, something, whatever. I need to get it, and then we gonna do a video where I do a baddie blunt and just talk.
And let us know if it's.
Oh, we gotta do it on Twitch though, because YouTube, you know how they do it.
Because how much are those baddie blunts? Are they like what, $30?
I have no clue. I haven't bought it.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm proud of Tommy, because I don't know what Tommy be on. What was Tommy on during Baddies West? But it seemed like when Tommy was fighting Stunner Girl, it seemed like she like kept her head up. But it's like every time she fought Natalie, it seemed like Tommy just the hands wasn't handsing. But I don't know what was going on with Tommy tonight. She kept her head up. Good for Tommy. And she was actually swinging this time. It seemed like every time Tommy swings, she would always miss. It is like, Tommy, like, how are you missing? But I'm proud of Tommy. And
because Love and Hip Hop, Tommy was a beast.
Yeah, Tommy was quick. She had Jocelyn scared. You know,
remember
Jocelyn,
when she beat up Tierra pantyless? She was already pantyless, but I remember when it was in the all white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's where I have been watching Tommy. That came, I was in high school, and I was always in love with Tommy from when I first met her in Love and Hip Hop till right now. So that's the Tommy I introduced to. So when I would always see her like on Zeus and swing and like nothing was landing, or she was slow with her punches, I said maybe it's because she's getting a little older, or she just doesn't care no more like she did when she was younger. She feel like she's above that now. It's a slight bit above it now. Because when we first met her in Love and Hip Hop, she really came from nothing. So she really didn't have nothing to lose. So I think that's the difference. But let me ask you a question here. How do you feel about Jayla? Because
I told you guys before. Okay, I'm not a big fan because I do feel like she does overtly. She pushes her personality overtly over the top to impress certain people, i.e. the twins and sometimes the fans, which kind of gets on my nerves because it's like I don't feel like in real life she's that like I'm not saying she's not like that in real life, but like she's not as like rambunctious in real life. I feel like not that she's pussy, but y'all get what I mean. Like voice.
Yeah. I loved Jayla on Bad Girls Club, and it seems like ever since Jayla came to Zeus, like my love for her has started dwindling down. Like it seems like she is kissing Natalie's you know what. It seems like, and it was very apparent tonight. It's like, because if you remember, like the first time like Jayla came back after all these years when she was on the conversation with Natalie and Red, and she involved herself in Natalie and Red's beef. That's where I was like,
the weed is $60. Sorry to interrupt you. Oh my God.
I ain't paying $60 for no what?
Natalie, you must be out of your baddie mind. Go ahead.
Are you gonna pay for that, Pierre? Are you gonna pay for it?
I'm gonna pay for it for y'all.
Hey, it's crazy. Natalie, you ain't paying nobody paying $6. And I heard that if it's trash like they say it is, you ripping people off. Damn it. Oh yeah, but yeah, it's just like I'm on Jayla's side when it comes to the Gretchen situation. But it's like aside from the Gretchen stuff, everything else she does bothers me. It's like you talking about like, first of all, what is your beef with Tommy? Do they have like a
feel like Tommy will feel away if she sees that confessional calling her a bobblehead?
Yeah. No, Tommy gonna feel away that Aubrey said she wore Sheen. Aubrey, don't
that's what I said. That's more insulting than anything. Y'all know Tommy don't play about her fashion.
Yeah, Tommy don't play. Tommy does not gonna get like Tommy may rock some fashion over here and there. I think it's because she gets paid to wear it.
Right, she's a partner.
Yeah, but Tommy ain't gonna come on no TV wearing nothing from Sheen. So Aubrey, don't come to the reunion because Aubrey's gonna get popped in the mouth.
Cause you saw how Tommy chat to Claire Monster. She gonna be like, "Oh, day, what you said about me wearing Sheen? Oh, day." That's how she gonna say.
Yeah, Aubrey. Yeah, don't come. But it seems like Aubrey is getting really bold in these confessionals. It's giving that I don't think Aubrey will show up. But I'm just telling you, for your
No,
safety,
she
Aubrey, don't come
won't.
to the reunion. You saw what
And if
Tommy
she
did.
does, they're gonna put her like online backstage on a Zoom, and she's gonna be like poking her head in and talking every now and
No.
then.
Do you remember what Tommy did to that reunion set on Baddies West? Aubrey, don't show up.
Yes.
I'm just letting you know, right? I'm letting you know that now. But yeah, it's just like everybody, Slim, Dia, who else was saying that Natalie won, like was hyping Natalie up. It's like all of y'all, like for what? And thank you, Biggie. Thank you for speaking some reason, saying, yeah, y'all dick Natalie. Like, what is this? Like, yeah, you're right. Because what was that? It's like Natalie telling y'all, if y'all don't take up for me, I'm not gonna bring you back next season. That was going on.
Mm.
I don't know what the excuse me. I don't know
Now,
what
I
the
have a question. Will Tommy bring her phone razor to the reunion?
I don't know.
Her phone taser.
I forgot she had that thing. She gonna find something else to bring because a phone taser blew my mind. I didn't know where she got that idea from. Tommy, why didn't you sell those? Because I want me one.
Let me tell you, Tommy gonna put it in her shoe, and it's gonna be at the tip of the heel, and she gonna act like she trying to hit Natalie, and next thing Natalie goes.
Oh, so Pierre, let me ask you a question because
Yes.
this has been going around a lot. Now
Uh-oh.
it's looking like Gretchen and Callie are best friends.
Yes.
And Gretchen is cool with a lot of the other girls on the show too.
Yes.
Now that they've seen what Gretchen has done, do you feel like Gretchen? I don't feel like Gretchen is saying the N word in a racist place, but
Okay.
do you think? Because some people like calling Callie like it's like saying Callie's like a sellout because she's hanging with Gretchen after what Gretchen says on the show. Do you agree with that, or you think that it's so right that Gretchen says it as long as she's not saying it in a malicious way?
I don't think Gretchen should be saying it. I've said that before in like recaps and stuff like that. I don't think she should be saying it. But I think the reason why Callie is siding with her is because she's an outsider. And I think Callie has always been like an outsider in her life. So she sees that in her and she's sticking besides her. Plus, Callie grew up in LA. A lot of Mexicans, a lot of Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? They say that word frivolously. So she's one of the crew. You see what I'm saying?
Is Gretchen, is she from Florida? Is she from Miami to be exact?
Apparently she's from Tampa. Do y'all want to Gretchen? Let me stop.
Because I know a lot. Because Pierre, I know you up there. Do you come across a lot of Latinos that says the word right?
Right.
Do you want to punch them in the face every time they say it?
Yes. It depends on like the certain people though. Depends on the people though.
Yeah, because this is just like what happened with Diamond on Jocelyn's Cabaret, and it's like you guys were saying. I know a lot. I grew up around a lot of Latinos who would say the word because of where they grew up at, and they have a lot of black friends. Like on Jocelyn's Cabaret, Diamond's best friend at the time was Raven, who was a black woman, and allowed her to say it. And the way she was just so comfortably saying it around people let you know that she says it back home and her black friends don't care. And that's what's giving me with Gretchen. That Gretchen, I think like Gretchen hangs out with a whole bunch of black people and they just don't mind her saying it. So when she got around people like this and they're telling her that, it's just hard for her to stop saying it. Now Gretchen, like, this word just can't be embedded in your
And
vocabulary.
don't forget her BB is also black. Now, what do you think about the whole trail scene? Because she took them trail walking.
That scene was boring. It was boring Like the only interesting part was Dominant Tinker going back and forth. But to be honest with you, I'm tired of the Dominant Tinker drama. I'm really tired of it. That needs to come to an end.
Are you Team Diamond or are you Team Tinker?
Of course, I'm Team Diamond because I've loved Diamond. I was rooting for her to come on the show. But Diamond, sweetie, it don't look like they like you like that. It looks like you getting the. I can't even say she's like getting the ET treatment because ET.
Because they didn't even treat ET like that.
Yeah, no, and I feel like the difference is because people wanted ET on the show and was pushing for her. People wasn't pushing for Diamond to come on.
Let me tell y'all something. ET really self-sabotaged herself because they treated her like a little girl that needed to be pampered all Baddies East. They was Natalie was giving her deodorant. She was, oh my God, ET, are you okay? Diamond Body, they're like, oh, shut up. And you hit Natalie. Like, oh my God.
And for what I heard, Diamond, you still didn't get a Baddies chain.
Right. See, ET would have got that chain.
ET would have gotten it, but it seemed like, I don't even see them bringing Diamond back for another, unless Diamond does something spectacular this season outside of fighting Tinkerbella. Like, the only thing I can see her doing is like if she beats up Tasiki, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I don't see them bring her back for next season. So Diamond, I think it's time to go back to Nada's TV and get on Greek Life season 2 if they have another one. And yeah, because baby, it seems like you getting treated like the flunky, and it's really weird seeing Diamond in that position, seeing how she's like treated like
I do feel like it's a lot of Wolfpack mentality with the cast, which I see through it. I really do.
Now Dia is an island girl, but do you think it's her time to get out the house? Do you see her being corny? Because Dia's corny to me.
The people I would take and replace, I would take Tasiki out.
You know what? You're right.
And Slim. I would keep Dia in. She's funny to me.
Yes. Yeah, with Tasiki.
I would keep her in. I would take Tasiki and Slim out, and then I would put in the Heaven Marina girl, because she kind of reminds me of Smiley. I'll put her in there, and then I would put the Nunu girl in there. Or Nunu or the Joe girl, because she's...
Oh, hell. But you bring up Tasiki. I don't know why Tasiki is there. Can somebody explain to me why Tasiki is there? Because I don't know for the life of me what y'all see in this woman. It's like watching paint dry, watching her on TV.
Her hands. Any final thoughts on the episode?
Not really. The episode was garbage. Like, y'all got like 2 more episodes to really impress me, because y'all are losing me now. It's episode 5 and we ain't gotten to a bag yet. Like, the bag is gone. And I don't know what they would do like in the Caribbean. Like, does people in the Caribbean even know baddies like that?
I think they do, yeah.
I guess so.
Natalie's international, babe.
International PUS. That's what Natalie is. She ain't international nothing else. No one listen to her songs. No one's doing that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this episode. I was trying to give it some energy, but dang. But Pierre, you have a nice night.
You too, Nate. What is going on? Bia. Now, Bia has been trending all day for her diss track. Let's see. The girls told me you've been in the still.
I ain't gonna cap to you. Like,
they say you've been in the still.
I hate you. I hate you. What an embarrassing time. What an embarrassing day for us all. My ears wept listening to that snippet. I'd rather forget it. Please, everyone. It's Gemini season. We can't be doing this. Please.
Oh, man. She disgraced your name, Bia.
You know, honestly, I can't believe this. And she's a light-skinned woman. Like, you see how they take from the dark-skinned queens? We got to stop this. Juneteenth is coming. I can't have girls taking my name and doing these types of things with them. On to Dia from Baddies. Chop. Get rid of her. I'm sick of her. You know, the best gag would be to bring her to her home island and then chop her. Like, nope, actually, you're not coming. We don't care that you're from here. We actually
that would have been heartbreaking.
We'll send your luggage. Honestly, like, pull a Destiny's Child. Like, we'll send you your luggage, Bookie. Don't even worry about it. You being from the Caribbean, you're contributing the equivalent of nothing. You've given us nothing. You've eaten sand every night. Every time you get into a fight, you're on the floor, you know, swimming in sand. It's embarrassing. We don't care. Respectfully, every girl that wants a place in the house is meat riding Natalie. You hate to see it, but that's what they're doing. A part of me gets it, because it's like, in their mind, they're like, oh, if I'm close with her, I'll get in there. But girl, let's not forget how they just exiled Mariah at the end of last season. So like, don't think that by kissing up, like, that's going to get you your spot. And there's 2 sides of Natalie. I'm telling you, like, and honestly, why would you even want to be that close to her anyway? Outside of like the gifts and stuff, do you really want to be Scotty? I don't think so. So, oh my God.
This is the evil Nat.
Yo, the good night moon. This is what nightmares are made of, and I am sick of it. I want nothing to do with it. Biggie. So here's my issue with Biggie, right? Because Biggie, on one hand, is like, oh, of course I'm being messy. I invited Tommy. I'm being messy. Blah blah blah. I'm a messy queen. Ga 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 ga. Right. It's all fun and games until you getting punched in your face for being messy, and then it's, why aren't you defending me, Natalie? Which one is it, girly? What you can't be both. You either gonna live in the mess and deal with what comes with it, or you gonna be, the scary girl that you really are deep down inside. Because I personally don't like it at all, especially coming from her. Like, I get that Tommy's your friend, that's who you want to be with. That's cool. That's all you got to say. But we know you're scary, because respectfully, if Tommy was really your friend for real, for real, for real, for real, and you sitting across from somebody who don't know her, don't know you, and they dragging your friend and you walked away from them, you're not as messy as you think you is. Let's just say it there. Like, you're not as messy as you think you is. She would have had a face
got
full of
out there and
grabber.
popped Natalie in her chat.
I'm telling you, Slim eyes would have been on fire from the grabber in her face. Like, are you kidding me? Like, especially her, because like you don't know either party. To be honest, you don't know Natalie like that. You don't know Tommy like that to really have like that strong of an opinion. However, I do agree with Slim's point to where she was like, if a joke is funny, I'm alive. Because no, cat, me too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, if the joke hits, I'm going to laugh. I don't care who it's about. It could be about my mother. If it's funny, I'm gonna give you that cackle. I might swing on you right after, but if it's funny, I'm sorry. Like, I love a good.
Right. Natalie said she wants to hang with my op. Like, Natalie really thinks she's in the streets. Like, when did you start banging Natalie?
First of all, Natalie in that lip pisses me off so bad. Like, where did she learn that from? It's like she was studying rap videos before she came on down to Zeus and was like, what can I do that gives hood? It's like boom cat boom cat with her in the lip. Like, she be so pissed. Like, her lip be up her nostril when she be talking her ish. Like, Natalie, relax. You don't have to speak like this. Black people don't speak like this. We don't need to do that when we're angry. Like, you don't. Enough with the cosplaying. We hate it. But
you
and
mean
that's
when she
Meg
does
is talking about cosplay.
you talking about the nose curl when she be like this
accent? Natalie.
Like
yeah.
Girl, shit.
It be pissing me off so bad. Like, girl, enough is enough. Now, I do not think that she was beating Tommy up. I'm not gonna cap to you. I think that Zeus definitely chopped and screwed the footage to make it look like Natalie was getting that. You could also very clearly
No. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, you're back.
Oh.
No, it dropped for like you literally just dropped.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, just for like a quick second. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I don't think that, Tommy was like losing those fights to Natalie on no crazy ish. Like, you could see security grabbing her arms in several of those fights. Right. Tommy, why did you have the conch on the horse's back like that with the butt plug in? Because I peeped it. It was shiny and it was gold. I was like, ooh, that's nice. But come on now. This why the horse was so skittish. She had all those unknown.
You say Tommy made the horse skittish.
Ooh, brother, ooh. That's what the horses said to him when he
that horse was not used to that type of punani. He's
what's
like,
wow. Don't do that. Right, it's for the horse.
Get charged
like,
for
animal
abuse.
Watch. Nothing. Like, you are in mesh. There is nothing in between you and that. Like, oh my God. There's about to be a whole new disease and outbreak because of that one interaction. Like, she done messed up the whole ecosystem of whatever island they was just on by doing that to that poor innocent horse. He did not deserve that treatment. Fighting by the bonfire, it gave Survivor. I'm trying to think. Meatball is a loser. And we can really talk about it because I am a founding member of the BBW coalition, and all of that. You bullying Biggie? No, I'm not. Biggie was talking ish. Biggie got pressed. Biggie said she was gonna smack me, so I gave her the opportunity to do it. She ain't do it. Right. I did it for her. Like, where is the bullying in those aspects? Biggie said a lot of things, and that's why Biggie got smacked. Like, what are we talking about with the bully? Her high key. Her and Tink are looking for a moment. Higher key, so is Jayla. Jayla's trying to make herself not a brand, but Jayla is trying to give herself like another like
An imprint in the baddie game.
Yes, and it's done. Like, and that's why people now are like, oh my God, I used to like Jayla so much. I don't like her now because we were young. We were freaking teenagers watching Baddies. Jayla was gorgeous. We see a black girl standing on business. We wouldn't have called it that back then, but we saw her being herself. She had all 28 bundles sewn in her head. She was giving. She was that girl. But even like Jasmine's interview from 2 years ago, Jayla switched up on her back then because she chose up. And you
Right.
can't listen, as much as we would want to hate somebody for choosing up, when it comes down to it, girl,
Pick a
choose it. Because
side.
I'm telling you,
Choose
like,
up.
listen, you want me to be with you or I would rather cry in a Rolls Royce, and no one will shame me for doing so as they smile in their Honda. Are you kidding me? I don't give a
Right.
damn. I'm gonna
You can
choose
say
up
that
every
again.
time. But now Jayla is just giving that she wants like a new viral moment, but it's not gonna stick. Like it's not. And I understand her frustration with Gretch because personally I would be the same way. Like, I'm sorry, but we're not about to play colorism Olympics when it comes to me. Gretch is too comfortable using the word. I get it that sometimes where you're from can influence how you speak. But the way that Gretch uses it, it's not even like, oh, I just say it sometimes. No, this is in your everyday vocabulary. Shame on whoever lets you rock like that. But at the same time, you should understand that if you're around other black people and they're not comfortable with it, you don't
Right.
say it. I don't hear you calling yourself any Latino slurs. Those words don't come to people's brains at all. At
Right.
no point in time are they saying, "What's up, my bean?" Like it's never
Right.
that, but it's always the N word, and it's like enough is enough because y'all want to be here till it's time to be here. Where were you when people were marching because we were getting our necks kneeled on? Like, and again, she better have a Juneteenth blowout because I'm gonna be
Now,
there.
are you going to go be
And
because she
is
sent you an invite and she wants you to
and
go.
is showing up with my, national dish of rice and beans since she's Puerto Rican and we making assumptions about people. Like, girl, this don't do me. I'm trying to think. Tinka and DTB situation is just so tired. Everybody knows it's stupid. DTB is used to being the girl on Now That's TV. So the cast members had no choice but to just listen to her rant about whatever she was happy or unhappy about back then. But now that she's on Baddies and it's 42 cast members there, the time is up. Like, plus Tinka's class clown. They like her because they think she's funny. So it's hard to kind of hate the person that everybody else likes.
I'm
But
sorry, but I don't find that girl funny. I just
I
don't.
don't either.
I
But
haven't
they
laughed
do
at one
because
joke except for
those
the
girls
headlock.
will
Like that
laugh
was
at
funny.
anybody's jokes who they think may have a chance at beating them up. Let me say it like that. Like that's why you don't see them telling Sasiki to pipe down ever. They just move for her because it's like I'd rather be with you than against you, and that's why they're losers, respectfully or disrespectfully.
Mm,
Mariah's not gonna fight me, and if she do, I'm gonna beat her mama up. Like, girl, what you saying?
no, Bia, she's
But
had enough.
I hate to see it. Listen, again, you gotta when you're choosing sides, like that's the thing. Because Mariah, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting Shorty? What did she do to you? Nobody's gonna step to my friend. Your friend is stepping to her about a man. Like this is about her standing next to a man. Like, do y'all hear yourselves at this big old age? Like at this point, y'all are just dogpiling to look for a moment, and it's not giving. It's giving that y'all are just losers. You want camera time because respectfully, there's nothing else going on in the show so far. Y'all gonna
Right.
go to a few Caribbean clubs. None of y'all can dance, maybe except Dia and Slim and like whatever girls are actually of Caribbean descent. But like Scotty, every girl in the Caribbean can do a split. That's not nothing spectacular. Like these girls will be on the top of the roof, head topping, jumping down into a split. Like that's you're gonna need to step it up. So it's not even like y'all are giving them something that's like, oh yeah, these people should be paying their hard-earned money to come see y'all. No. The nature trail, the fact that they didn't understand what a conservatory or a trail was, George Bush, I'll never stop saying it, will pay for his crimes. He is going to burn in the fire's hottest pits of hell for what he's done to the education system. Because Tink and Meeple are the perfect example. You can't even say trail. Was she saying trial? Like, girl,
The trail.
you know, prank black people.
And be
Let
as
me
black,
have
y'all,
his
not too
day.
black.
Also, last thing, I'm just very
Uh-huh.
happy to hear Natalie admit that she is in fact the devil, and that Zeus Network as
Oh
a
yeah.
whole is evil. To say that she came in like she's God, well, I'm the
She's like, I don't
devil.
care what you believe in. I'm like,
Ooh,
whoa.
not this. I was like, this ain't it at all, girl. But this is exactly what I expect from someone who has a white mom. And with that being said, y'all all have a good night. Like the video, or let me know if y'all need that, because I'll give you that. And if you want that, you can have that. Period.
Night,
Good night,
Peter.
friend.
Natalie's next photo gonna be this gonna be the perfect promo. Let me tell y'all. Next season is season 6, right? Natalie's gonna be like, Baddies season 6. It's gonna be a Illuminati promo. Baddies season 6. The baddest of the bad. What's up, Asha?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my dog just did something weird. No, I wanted Bea to speak on Wenderly because I thought that was super interesting towards the end of the episode. What she was saying, because I know both of us are from New York. Just in my opinion,
Right.
I understand Dominican girls that grow up in the Bronx, but there's a difference between not white Dominicans, but like not all Dominicans are black.
Right.
Like they're still like, I don't know where people draw the line, but how I see it, it's like if you present as a black person, your features, all of that type of things, when I see you, if I don't question it, then you're black. Like, but I don't see it with this thing. Either way, though, girls are not just walking around the Bronx letting whoever say the N word because they feel like it. I didn't like that narrative.
Right. So you feel
I
like
feel like,
Wendali was incorrect in her statement?
yeah, like that kind of rubbed me the wrong way because the whole like one, no, Gretchen cannot say it. Like I'm so tired of the narrative or even trying to come up with excuses for her to be able to say it. But it's like I understand where you come from and all of that type of stuff. But as you said, literally we just said, like if the black people around you are asking you to please not say it, then don't say it. So don't sit there and make excuses for her, especially when you weren't in the room. And then to
Right.
use your so-called blackness as an excuse to be like, nah, it's cool, da 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 da. Like, don't speak for us. That's kind of how I felt. But
Now, do you think Tommy was gonna snap when she called her a nigga? Because I was like, oh, I was like, oh no.
yeah, I did expect that. But I think she kind of ate it better when she asked. She was like, "But are you black?" And then she walked away, which I like
Right.
that from Tommy. I'm not used to that, but
Right.
I like that like energy. I like Meatball. I don't know why people don't like her. I really like Meatball. Like I like Meatball and I like Meatball and Biggie as a
You like
duo.
being too.
Yeah, I do. But Meatball and Biggie as a duo, that works for me a lot.
Now, do you agree with what she said to Jayla? Now, what she said was Biggie was being bullied. Do you think Biggie was being bullied?
No, because of the setting. It's like you kind of expect it. If it were anywhere else, I'd be like maybe. But it's also like this whole thing about, oh, Natalie, why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? It's like, this is your what, second, third, I don't remember how many seasons, but she's been here a while. You know what the deal is. Yeah. Like you've known since the beginning, like Natalie doesn't like you. You've known, you were crying like your first, second episode on the show after Stunner Girl and whatever, and everybody was looking at you crazy. Like, get over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Biggie is funny. So I do think we need her. I don't think that she should go.
Now, what do you think about this whole DTB versus Tinker? You team DTB or you team Tinker? Because the girls are either on one side or the other. I don't see nobody, a lot of people in the middle.
Okay, I don't know if I would really say that Tinker's funny, but I find her more entertaining than DTB so far.
Ooh.
So I'm team DTB.
But you're team DTB.
No. Oh, wait, no, but I'm team Tinker. I'm sorry.
You're team Tinker. Okay. Not just switch up that quick now. Let me stop. Now, we see the girls go to Baddies Trail. Was that? Do you feel like that was necessary for them to do, or is that sort of like filler? Like, what do you think of that whole trail thing?
That was, I don't know. I would have been like, where are they leading me? Like that looked kind of scary. I didn't like that. I wouldn't have gone. I would have been with the other ones eating dinner. Mm-mm.
It did kind of look like Scary Movie-ish.
Yeah, it's giving setup. Like, where are we going?
At the end of the trail, they gotta fade the other replacements to get in.
No, literally, and they're on a cliff or something. Like, are y'all okay? Like, first it was the rocks near the fire. I was sitting there looking at that, like, oh, I hope somebody doesn't hit their head. Now they're on a cliff. Like, nah.
Each season they gotta raise the stakes, Sasha. You didn't know. Next season is Baddies North, and they're going to Antarctica in the snow. They're gonna have to fade in the snow.
They're gonna be in the like little bikini, like with the fur boots, like the Kardashians. Like, oh, square up. Yeah.
You know those suits you be wearing to go skiing? They're gonna be like, what do you mean, bitch? If I ever see that, I'm gonna stop watching because now, like, y'all just doing anything at this point. Now, who was your MVP of this episode?
Oh, definitely Aubrey for the Shein comment about Tommy. That was the funniest thing this episode. That was hilarious.
Tommy's page because I just know she's coming about that.
That would have hurt my feelings if that was that. Like that's when I can tell if it's a good read or not. I was like, ooh,
right. It's one thing to say Fashion Nova, but she is like, wow.
I feel so bad for that horse. Oh my gosh, I really feel so terrible for the horse.
That horse is going to need therapy for the rest of the year.
And why would she get on the horse with that outfit? Like, oh, okay.
You know what's funny? If you notice, the guy who was helping with the horse was kind of mad because he was just like, y'all damn near abusing this damn animal. Because if you see him sort of grab the horse, he looked kind of pissed. Because he's like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, I found a new security bay too. Did you see the one who was guarding Tommy? The big tall guard with like the no eyebrow thing. Yeah.
Zeus be hiring them, and lately now STV been hiring them too. Oh, if my Discord peeps, we clocked T about one of the now STV security guards, but I don't know if you're in there.
I want to be. I'm going to join it.
DM me. Oh, no, because one of the now STV security guards has been in a viral X video.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I DM'd you a thing earlier too this week because I saw they're making the Surviving Zeus documentaries already.
I've seen them on YouTube. Wait till it hits the screens. Any final thoughts?
No, it was a boring episode, but I'm glad to talk to you. Everybody like the video, subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, make sure I hit that like button, please. Okay. Hold on.
That we will come right up be backed into. Boots? Which wall? Pick a wall!
Hi, Boots. I know Boots is still watching. I just want to just give an honorary shout out to her because I do feel like she should have been a part of the season. What's going on, Cynthia?
Okay, I was about to say, I'm having trouble getting my mute button off. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yes, there's a lot of gawking on Natalie tonight, but
yes.
Like
now, what's your opinion of the squabbles we saw tonight? Because some people have mixed opinions.
Like a couple people said they really both can't fight. Like Natalie be doing that head down swimming thing every time she fights and falling. But, you know, Tommy did drag her. I was really glad that she dragged her because like all that, oh, I'm going to drown you in the ocean thing was like a bit too much. She needs to be dragged for that.
Y'all kind of giving evil to me because I'm like, wow, Natalie. Like, she's like, I'm going to drown you.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you're doing too much. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If she was to me, I would have, like, we would have had to square up, like, right there. Like, you'd have been dragged in the water, okay?
But, now, when we see them go trail walking and all that, what you think about that?
I don't know. They weren't even looking at any of the scenery for real. They're just talking about, like, a bunch of nonsense. And I feel like Meatball, they definitely, like, Biggie put a battery in her back. I feel like, Like, because they seemed like they were all like cool and whatnot. I feel like she made herself seem more like a victim. But although like Jayla was kind of bullying her, I'm not gonna front. But like you know, and Biggie like really like she really can't fight, but she shouldn't have been talking so much if you can't fight.
So you think basically Biggie was in Meatball's ear and said, "Bro, you gotta do your big one this season."
No, I feel like she was making it seem like, you know, like she's like the victim and whatnot. And seeing how like Meatball's like character is, like she felt like, you know, oh, if I say this, I'm not, like she's gonna do that. So.
No, I see that. Now we saw in this episode, we saw Big Grudge get mentioned. Now she called out Jayla to have a conversation, but accidentally said "nigga" again.
I screamed like the scream that I scrumped was like, oh my gosh, no, she did not. But you know what? I'm really tired of her. Like you're a Puerto Rican, you're a white.
It rolls off her tongue so easily. I'm like,
it's just like,
it just rolls off her tongue so easily. Like she's just like, oh my damn.
Seriously. And I was kind of like, I was a little annoyed with when Dolly was like trying to take up for her. Because like, you know, they're all also of like Spanish heritage. But, and I understand that they're from the Bronx and like that is kind of like the lingo out here. But at the same time, it's like you have to understand like Puerto Ricans, like you guys were Spaniards. And the Spanish people were bringing, you know, black slaves over to Puerto Rico. So you guys had black slaves there. So for you to be saying, you know, the N-word so casually is not cool. And I also experienced a lot of Puerto Ricans being very racist. So I was like, ew, no, like, you need to stop. You should have been jumped. I hope she gets jumped at like Juneteenth. No offense.
Wait a minute. Getting jumped on Juneteenth is insane. Now, BTB versus Tinka, what team you on?
I don't like either one of them, to be quite honest with you, but
well, that's a new take.
Tinka's not funny. DTB, she's like, you can tell now that TV is like ingrained in her. Like she's like used to like 4 or 5 rounds and not like doing much else. And she needs to like break out of that so we can like know her a little bit more other than her being mad about being her rig being ripped up into 20 pieces, although you attacked first. Y'all need to get over this because like if it drags out all season, it's gonna be like way played out and nobody's gonna care about y'all no more. Like seriously.
Apparently she does get into some squabbles with some of the other baddies. Starting next week with Dia. It's the way, you know, it's funny. I love the way Dia says diamond the body. She be like, diamond the body. She was like, me and diamond the body. Like, I love the way she says diamond the body. Who is your most valuable baddie of this episode?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to go with Tommy because she had that. But I really want to say, like, Mariah, I don't understand why she was so gung-ho for Saseki because like all the fights that you've had, and I'm pretty sure the fight that she has coming up with Asian Doll, like she just stood there and watched you get whooped. Like why are you so like, you know, like so loyal when the only person that really stuck up for you was Bianca? It's
apparently
like
what I've heard that comes up later on where I think she feels a way that Asia didn't have her back to Bianca. Like the girls didn't have her back in regards to Asia because Asia, you know, she blacked her eye. So I think she feels a way towards even mostly, I think, Bianca. And I think that's kind of what started to trickle off fallout effect from what I heard.
But like that was warranted because where were you? You were acting as though like it was all Bianca's idea to go ahead and fight Sapphire when you were also definitely putting a battery in her back. And then when it came down to it, when they called you out in the living room, she was standing right there. Bianca listening to all that, and you weren't claiming her, you weren't picking it up for her. You were like, oh yeah, I told you not to fight her. I told her not to fight her, da da da. But like come to find out that you didn't. So that was really like warranted. You should have like took that into consideration.
Right. This is gonna be a long season because Asia not even here yet, and she's not even in the previews for next week. This might be like a September season.
They've been dragging it. I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I seeing the same preview from last time for the end? I knew they're gonna do this, but like, why am I seeing them fighting again at the end? Like, and now I have to wait for the same preview to go on. Like, it's just like
because y'all know y'all not gonna see Tasiki drag Jelly Bean until the week after next.
Literally, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're dragging it.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Mariah deserves to get her butt beaten by Asian Doll. That is about it.
What's up, Jazz?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna have a couple of unpopular opinions for this
Please, I
episode.
love those.
Okay, Gretchen, I don't like Gretchen, and I'm from New York, so
Yes.
there are a lot of like white Hispanic women that say the N word, and I feel like they shouldn't say it. Even growing up, like I grew up with women like Gretchen that would say it, and I would be like one of the only black girls to be like, "Should you be like saying that?" You know? So, with what when Dolly said, I kind of understood what she was saying, but at the same time, I didn't because when Dolly, you can see that there's some black in her, but with Gretchen, it's not there whatsoever, you know? But even though I don't like Gretchen, I think that she's very, very funny. I kind of like having her on my screen. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I think that, like, if she's not trolling, at this point, I think that production or Lemmy said, listen, I just want you to say the N word again, you know, just to get the reaction out of them. Because the way she apologizes for it and then she says it again, it's hilarious. And even on the beach, like, everybody was just looking at her like, are you serious? Like,
So you
really?
like Webby Peppers talking to her like, hey, like, you know, if you like to say the N word, you know, you like to say nigga, like if you my nigga, if that's your thing, just you're my nigga. It's just he's saying it. Like it's okay. It's okay, Gretch. You're big Gretch for a reason, right? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I really think that because there would be no other reason as to why she keeps on apologizing and saying it. But one thing I do like about her, I like that she is who she is and she kind of doesn't care even if she knows that people won't like her. But another unpopular opinion I have with Jayla, I understand her feelings on Gretchen saying the N word, but Jayla is doing way too much. She's doing way too much. Way too much. Her personality is like times 10. And the thing with Jayla is that she says, oh, you're going to get beat up every time. But the last episode, she hesitated when she ran up. And then when Gretchen called her out, Jayla, she wasn't saying anything. She wasn't running up. She wasn't walking. Literally, she didn't say anything until the other women started yelling. And then that's when she was like, oh, you can't say the N word, yada, yada, yada. Jayla, I don't know. She was like the one like BGC alum who went on the show and didn't like embarrass herself, but she kind of did it in this season because I don't know what's going on, but her personality compared to now when she did Baddies South, it's very different, and it's just she's very unlikable. She kind of reminds me of Roly, but like a less obnoxious version, but at the same time, like an obnoxious version, if that makes any sense.
Right.
But
I'm telling you, I really wish Rolly didn't do last season, but she did this season, the full season. I feel like a lot of things would have been different. I'm telling you.
I actually think so too. And another thing too, with me being
Yes.
from New York, Zeus, let me Zeus is so ghetto. Oh my god. The
What?
fact that Mariah Lynn got a confessional talking about Gretchen saying the N word when Mariah is a white woman who says the N. Oh my god. When she did that confessional, I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, and the thing about Mariah, she's been dragged so much for saying the N word, and that's why I kind of like understood why she didn't have any scenes in the last episode about what was going on with Gretch, because it's like she says it too. So it's like, who are you to say that she shouldn't say it because you're literally just like her, but worse. Like she's a blonde haired, blue eyed, like white Puerto Rican woman, and she says the N word. Not as much as she did before because she got dragged for it a lot, but that was just weird. And the Natalie, I saw your recap. The Natalie D writing, it was so much. And I understand that a lot of the women want to have a spot on the show for next season, but this is not the way to do it because it's like Jayla's like, oh, Tommy's here, Natalie's gonna beat you. No, no, she's not. Natalie cannot fight like that. And Natalie only gets big and bad when security gets around her. Because it's like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but when Tommy came on the horse, Natalie was saying stuff, but it was like under her breath. And then she was like walking towards the water. And that's when Saseki and everybody was saying, oh, you have to fight her. You have to hit her. Like she literally waits for security to get within her vicinity to like get louder and try to be big and bad and fight. But if
Right.
security wasn't there, she would have dragged Natalie. She would have. She did it in
I,
the first round. She would have. So that's like with Natalie, like I said, I understand why the women do it, but it was just kind of like it was at the point where it was just really cringy because it's like you guys know that she can't fight, and then it's like everybody was like, "Oh, get her!" But then when Tommy put her on the sand, like everybody just suddenly went silent.
Right. Now I feel like Tommy should have been allowed to bring her sister Versace.
Seriously, and but another thing with Tommy, like Tommy. Like I know Zeus pays well, but the fact that so many women like come back to Zeus and then like you get treated the same way that you did before,
Let's
and then
talk about it.
it's like with Tommy, like she said that she got paid 100K to do 2 days of filming, but then a couple of days later she said she didn't get the whole 100K. And then it's like she goes back and she goes on these Instagram rants about how like production is shady and delete those pictures of me. But it's like you know that like production is always gonna favor Natalie. And you know that even though like Baddies is her show, not like technically, but Baddies is her show, but like you know that if you come back here, they're gonna make you look stupid. So I don't understand what's the point of coming back and getting mad. But I am glad that somebody kind of like fought Natalie because Natalie, like her ego is just too much. And it's like this episode, it was so much going on, but so little at the same time because it was a fight. And then Natalie, she was like by the van and she was talking with an accent. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I was like, why is she
It's that
Natalie,
island heat.
Natalie, she like I cannot believe she's a real person sometimes. Like, oh my god, like she's so cringy, and it's like
You
she
think
doesn't even
Natalie
have
is
to be
a
like that.
character living in real life?
Seriously, like, but the thing, she doesn't even have to be this way. That's why I don't understand why. Why are you so corny? You have the show, you have the butt kissers, like you have them already. Why are you acting like that? It was so weird.
Okay,
I was
let's get to
uncomfortable.
DTV and Tika. Are you team DTV or team Tika?
I'm team nobody, like the last
Uh-huh.
caller said. I like Diamond the Body, don't get me wrong, but like with Diamond the Body, it's like, yeah, she took your wigs, but at the same time, be a baddie. Don't care. Like you have money. You say that you have money, you have businesses, you have employees that you pay. Be a baddie, let her have the wig, let her do the confessionals with it and leave it alone. But I kind of feel like just going back and forth about it, it was like too much. And even I don't like Tinkerbella either. I don't think she's funny. I don't see the humor a lot of other people see about her, but like the sit down with Scotty, it was like okay because Kinka, she was just like completely unbothered, and you could tell that Diamond was like getting kind of agitated. But I just think that at this point, Diamond needs to just let it go because it's like you say, like just be a baddie, be unbothered. Okay, she took your stuff, you can afford another one, and Diamond's so beautiful. I know this isn't included, but she's so gorgeous to me.
Yeah.
That blue hair in the confessional with the bow. She looks so pretty. Oh my god, that Diamond is
That
gorgeous.
goal last episode,
Yes, that gold is her color. Oh my god, Diamond is gorgeous. But I kind of see that she's like getting the outcast treatment, and I don't like that for her because you can tell like that the women. I don't know like if production told them stuff about her or like maybe Natalie doesn't mess with her, so the other women are kind of following
let me tell y'all
suit.
the reason why Nat is still keeping her distance. It's PTSD from Ethereal Ruffin. ET. I think a lot of what ET did after being so nice, Cookie Crunch girlfriends, and then coming to the reunion, knock her out her chair, scuffing her boots. Now he's not
Yeah.
out as TV girls.
I
No.
I do understand that kind of, but at
That's
the same time, it's like if you know that it's gonna be that way, like why even bring them on the show? Because I kind of feel like Diamond, and I watch like her YouTube channel and the recaps and stuff like that. I kind of feel like they're making Diamond just like the outcast, just because it's like she was on Now That's TV. So I think that like moving forward, Zeus, if they do bring somebody from the other network, they're just gonna have them there to make them look stupid, and it kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's like I'm glad Diamond is like using it to like further her platform on YouTube and stuff. And
make sure y'all
her
subscribe to
list
her,
is so
y'all.
cute. Yeah, please subscribe. It's good. And I love her list. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't have a fight with either one of them. Tinka, she tries too hard. Diamond, she needs to let it go. But I think that in the van, I think that she was drunk because she was kind of like slurring her words. But yeah, during the nature walk, it just became too much because it's like, girl, stop talking about it. It's like we get it. You don't like her, but you have to like move towards something else because you don't want this to be your whole entire identity for the season. But it's looking like that's what it's gonna be. I don't like Dia. I like her accent, but I don't like Dia. She needs to change her name from It's Dia to It's Disappointment because she's a disappointment. I'm sorry, because it's like she says that she came on the show to make a difference for the curve. Like, girl, this is Baddies. No. And it's like I don't know what difference she can't fight. She makes herself a part of problems that are not included, like that are
That's
that
the
don't
difference,
include her.
babe. Let me stop.
Like and it's like she can't fight. She lied about dragging Gretch. She got beat up twice on the beach. Like, and I don't know. She just gives me like I'm 30, so I'm not like age shaming her, but she just gives me like old auntie vibes. Like I feel like she should be kind of like Aubrey, like just like funny commentary and a mediator maybe. But Dia, I don't know. I feel like she kind of tries too hard. Slim is very beautiful too, but I hate that Slim tries too hard too because in that sit down scene with Biggie and the other woman, she was like Slim, she was kissing Natalie's butt so much. Oh my God. She was just doing way too much. And I kind of felt like she's
Slim aiming for Rolly's position.
I I would actually say so, yes. Yes. I think she's aiming for her position for sure. And maybe it'll work, but maybe it won't, but we'll see. Because we all know how Natalie is. Natalie doesn't have friends. She has enablers, and that's literally it. And I just hate that there's so many women because it was just like so many scenes where they were like cutting back and forth and back and forth. Um, I'm trying to remember all the important stuff.
Who is your
Then,
most valuable baddie of the episode?
um, the horse. The horse,
The
because
horse is
it's
the
like,
bad bitch.
yeah, yes, and it's like having to be around an environment like that and still keep your composure because horses like they can be shocked suddenly and they can they can really hurt you like if they get upset. I'm glad that the horse kept its composure because it's terrible. I really would have loved to see the horse kick somebody. I'm not gonna lie. Like if the horse just turned around and kicked Natalie.
That's what I was gonna say. Now what if that horse
Oh my
got
God.
startled because all him bitch just standing there and then turned around and stepped out?
Oh, I really would have loved that. But the last thing I want to talk about is Taseki and Mariah Lynn.
Yes.
Mariah, I don't know what happened from Love and Hip Hop to now, but Mariah is so corny. Like, I'm really glad that she gets beat up later on in the season because it's like, first of all, Taseki is the one that approached Jelly Bean. Two, if Taseki is approaching her and she's having an argument with her, you're talking about you don't want to make an issue with Nat and Tommy, but she made herself a part of the issue with Jelly Bean. And she did it last season too when Taseki got into that first fight when she hit Jay. And like Taseki did not need her help. So I really don't like that. And I kind of feel like she's doing the same thing that like everyone else is doing. She's just getting cool with the people that she knows can fight. Cause it's like, how are you fighting Jelly Bean, but Bianca came in and she fought based on what you told her and you were mute the whole time. And I didn't like Sapphire, but I'm kind of glad that Sapphire said that in that confessional. Like, she's really small. You're just going to let her hit you like that. But Taseki, she's boring. She does not need to be on TV. Like, she's beautiful and she can fight, but she really should have used like the first season to push her music career because she has great music. But she's like, you can tell that she's just looking for a storyline because she was obviously drunk on Bad versus Wild. And it's like, if your husband didn't tell her to move, you need to take that up with the husband, not with Jelly Bean, because she didn't do anything. So I believe Jelly Bean when she says that Taseki says she was drunk and they were cool, but then when camera started rolling, I kind of feel like Taseki's looking for a storyline too. So, but yeah, it's way too many people. Oh, it's like there's so much. It's way too many people. It's way too much going on. But yeah, keep on doing what you're doing. I love your channel. You're so consistent.
Thank
And
you.
like guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Really one of the most consistent like YouTubers on this platform. But
Thank you.
good night, Pierre.
Night. What is going on, Cena?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I have so many things to say. And
Yeah.
please forgive me. I'm working on dealing with my hangover. I did too much last night.
Not
But
Baddy shot o'clock.
oh my God, I got taken out by wine, child. Wine. Anyway,
Oh my God.
it was liquor. But
It was the liquor. See, you're a real entertainer.
but no, it was such a It was such a bad episode. And listening to everybody speak, I completely forgot about Rolly and a Mac, Asian dog. We still haven't met people. Oh my
Right.
God. But I just need to say before anything else, Tinka's outfit in that confessional with the bangs,
Yes.
the shoulder padded business suit with the
Yeah.
booby cutouts with the pale pasties, that's why she's in jail. That right there. Because why would you ever do that? I know for a fact
Well,
with
I
the
thought you was gonna compliment her.
absolutely not. It was ugly. Oh, it just made me so mad.
No,
But
let me tell you, I don't like the cutout titty. This is the thing. I get where she was going with it, but I hate the execution. The titty shouldn't have been cut out hanging like that. It should have stopped. It should have just been a full on like blazer type thing. It actually would have looked very fire without the titty cut out with the pasty. I don't like that. But the bangs look good.
the bangs did look good.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say. Because I get what she was trying to go for, but it was such a
Right.
fail. It was such a fail. I was like my eyes. But anyway. With the DTB and Tinka situation, I am on neither side. And mind you, I've seen Diamond the Body on Now That's TV, but I'm a bit
Yeah.
new to Now That's TV, so I don't really know her for real.
Right.
Of course, nobody know her.
Right.
But when I was looking, I'm like, Baddies makes DTB look crazy. It makes her look hypocritical. It makes her look crazy. It makes her look unnecessarily petty. It looks like she can't focus on anything past that. It's like you are here to expand yourself to a a broader audience.
Right.
Make use of it. You say you're a baddie. You say you have businesses. Show
Mhm.
us. Do something. Be something. Anything else. Tinka, cornball. Oh my God. Cornball. I think a lot of the girls are purposely trying to use sounds because they want to go viral.
Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up.
Like Mariah last season. Cornball. It was
Please,
just
baddies, future baddies of future seasons, don't try to go viral saying something in a confessional because it's not gonna work. You see how it worked for Tinka? You could tell she didn't think of saying headline. It's something that she just thought of in the moment. That's why she hesitated. That's why it went viral. Don't think about it.
the deepest sighs. So I'm on neither side because I feel like DTB, she started it. So, and you said you started it to get you a spot on the show. She's keeping it up to keep her spot on the show. I mean, I think it's fair. I don't agree with it, and I think she's corny and it's been dragged out too long. But I'll say that that's fair. Now with Tinka, it's just I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. Every time she comes on, I just cringe. I don't
Why?
know. It's just not funny to me. The whole thing with Taseki and Jelly Bean. Oh, there's so many people I keep forgetting the names. But
Yeah.
Taseki, she is boring. Like her fans can get mad about it, but she is boring. She is not entertaining. She is not funny. She can fight, but is that enough to hold your attention? She needs to go to Not As TV with that and box with Ivory, if that's really what
Yeah,
it's
I
for.
agree.
She needs to go and park her since she says that she can fight anybody, this, that, and the third. If that's what you want to do, go to a place that's good for that. Why
We
are you
need to
here?
seek in a not as TV match.
We do. We
That would be
absolutely
iconic.
do. We do. But I don't think Taseki would do that because I don't think Taseki really wants to fight anybody that would actually give her a run for her money.
Who you think gonna win her Ivory in a boxing match, not a squabble?
A boxing match?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Taseki would win, even though I do not
Same.
care for her personality. I'm not gonna ignore that she has the athleticism to do
Right.
it.
But I feel like Ivory's so petty. She gonna try to make her tired in the ring.
I can see that because
Like she gonna run around.
I think so. I think Taseki has the physical capabilities to beat Ivory, but I think Ivory is crazy enough to keep going because you can't fight crazy. You
Right.
can't really fight crazy. Have you ever tried to fight a crackhead? No, right?
Exactly.
No, right?
No.
Absolutely not. Because no matter what happens, no matter how hard you push them down, they're gonna get right back up.
Exactly.
But the whole thing with Taseki and Jelly Bean, I believe Jelly Bean. I believe her and Jelly Bean had that conversation and she was like, hey, we're cool. I was drunk. I was tripping, whatever, what have you. Whatever may have been said. But Taseki realizes that she has no plot here. especially when she's seeing what Callie had did, and everybody talking about how Callie the new big fighter, this, that, and the third. I believe somebody on the last live show, or excuse me, last after show had said something similar.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, that is exactly what it is. It's that, and then on top of, she has nothing else. She is a supporting character at best to other people, and even then, she's not that interesting. Tell me a funny thing she said. I'll wait.
I eat Stiggy.
Nope.
That's what I did.
Nope, but that's okay.
That was funny when it happened.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm just being petty at this point.
Y'all know me funny.
The whole thing with Gretch, oh my god. I have so many things, but I'm gonna try and shorten it with this one.
Okay.
One thing about white Latinos, they hate when you call them white, but they don't want to be black. They hate, I've noticed that about white Latinos. They hate being called white, especially when they're trying to prove their niggerdom. Sorry. But if they're trying to prove it, like, oh, I hang with black people, that's all I'm around. My baby dad's black, this, that, and the third. Like, that's what I grew up around. And that's not just the only part of black culture. That's a part of the culture that you know of. That's disrespectful to all black people, especially if you have a group of people telling you that you should not be saying this, you should not be doing this. Her keep saying it. I didn't think it was funny, but it was just like, okay, we get it. You're going to keep saying it. You're going to keep saying it. If you're going to keep saying it, don't apologize for it. And don't try and rectify the situation. Just say, like, this is what I say. This is what I'm going to keep saying. I get that. Mind you, she'd be dead wrong. Absolutely dead wrong.
Right.
But whatever. And even then, when it comes to that discussion, like, oh, this is what I grew up around. How come black people don't do the same thing to other communities? They don't do that. What black girl do you know who had a quinceañera? Like, they don't do things like that because other races, no matter how much they intermingle, they have their own thing and they will not let you disrespect it. No matter what they say, no matter what's going on.
For us, because all goes.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that you can't, this, that, and the third. I'm not going to do the whole argument there, but I'm just saying she knew she was dead wrong. She knew she was dead wrong. And because it's so acceptable in certain areas, when they go somewhere else and people aren't with it, they're confused. Because I'm like, oh, I say this all the time at home. Everybody love it, this, that, and the third. We laugh about it. We have a kid, whatever. No, you can't do everything everywhere. In fact, you shouldn't be doing it over there at all. But who am I to argue with somebody?
Right. Now, do you think after this season, would you like to see Gretch next season?
Absolutely not. And I say that so quickly just because, or maybe I say that now because I haven't seen anything else from her, or at least what I've seen. Because we've been talking about the same one situation all season, and we're already at episode 5?
Right.
We still got like 42 more to go.
All I know is if she appears in a Bad versus Wild episode, it's gonna end up bloody. Like, imagine she does one of those joke challenges.
Imagine she do that in front of Jocelyn. Jocelyn, or I'm trying to think somebody who would. Oh, and I meant to say the whole situation. Oh, I don't like Meatball either. Boo.
Why?
I think she does not know how to stay in her own lane and find something else to like figure out her own story. She keeps jumping in other people's situations, like her getting in Jayla's face about that. I didn't like how Jayla did that either, but that's not how you go about it. If Biggie not saying that to Jayla, why would you? Why would you fight somebody else's battle? Especially if you don't know they fight your battle. But in first place, why are you fighting anybody else's battle? It just seemed attention whorish. Pardon my French, excuse me. But it seems like you're looking for attention.
Now, what about Aubrey? Should she attend a reunion after saying some choice words in the confessionals?
See, the thing is, I'm thinking that this season is going to be so long. Even if Aubrey does attend it, I think the girls are going to have bigger things to worry about.
Right.
Than
that
a shady little comment. But I don't think
she leaves anyways. So you're right.
I don't think she'd leave. I don't think she'd go anyway. I feel like she knows. She knows. Well, I think Aubrey.
She's gonna send in a cute video, and Janisha's gonna be like, "Well, Aubrey couldn't make it, but she left a message. Let's take a look at the buddy episode." and then that's gonna be it.
And her eyes will be big.
Right? She's gonna be like, so Natalie, all of the baddies. I enjoyed my time.
Aubrey scares me. Mind you, I find her delightful, but she is terrifying to look at. Her eyes are so big.
It's only when she be doing the eyes. I'd be like, what? Her eyes were not always like that. I peeped that. They were not always like that. I even telling you, when I was young, I used to follow pop culture. I didn't just start following pop culture out of these YouTube channels. Like, since I was young, I've been following, and I used to watch her on videos and stuff, and her eyes were never that, like, out there like that. So, like, what happened? Because I did peep
She
that.
worked with Diddy.
Right. Diddy just scared her so hard it made her eyes big. Now, who's your most valuable baddie in the episode and final thoughts?
Child, my most valuable baddie, I'm biased. It's me for getting through that episode because I truly did not know how I was gonna get through with how mad everybody made me. Everybody, Tasiki made me mad. Me Boy made me mad. Biggie made. Oh, the thing with Biggie, with bringing Tommy. I think Biggie is such a cornball as well for doing all that huffing, puffing, and crying about Natalie not being her friend for the how many seasons in a row now.
Mm-hmm.
All that just to invite Tommy. She would have ate if she hadn't said nothing to Natalie and just invited Tommy. That would have ate. I would give her that. But doing all that crying and stuff, no. It just makes you seem wishy, like real wishy-washy, flip-floppy. Like, why are you crying if you already know you invited this lady? Because you didn't invite her just today. You didn't. You knew in advance that she was coming. So why are you doing all this crying?
Any final thoughts?
Like, comment, subscribe. This is my second time calling in. I was so nervous the first time. I listened back to the first time I called in. Terrible. But
no, you didn't. I remember you.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
All right, night. Someone said they miss Baddies West. I miss Baddies West too. Like that season, when you actually look back at it, actually was funny. Okay. What's going on, Asia?
Hey, Pierre.
I was about to say already. What's up?
Oh, I'm ready. I had to unmute myself. Okay, I took notes this time because I was analyzing this episode and I was like, tonight I'm gonna call in and I'm gonna give my commentary.
Yes.
So, unpopular opinion, I think Scotty is the most valuable baddie. You know, I feel like this whole season, she has like grown. Like, I don't know what it is, but she seems so mature. Like, she's getting the girls together, having them have sit downs, and I mean, she's doing more than Natalie. So,
Do you feel like she deserves like an EP sort of credit?
I do. I feel like she is definitely come from Natalie's spot. Like, she learned her lesson. Like, Natalie doesn't learn her lessons. Like, she is listening to the feedback, and I appreciate that.
Right. Now, somebody told me, I don't know how true this is, because I didn't fact check it before. Somebody told me that Janisha's thing doesn't say EP no more, it just says producer. So I'm like, I gotta check on that. Yeah.
I gotta look at that. See, because that
it's in the credit.
It is. It's setting the tone for Scotty to come in there and get the EP credit. And I think she deserves it. So yeah. Oh, for Gretch, she gotta go. She gotta go. Even at like, it's for the plot at this point because no one is messing with her after her inward scandal. And it's even if she like, I don't know. I just feel like she can't even redeem herself at this point. I'm not on her team, but like, she's taking up too much space, I think.
Now somebody called in and said Lemmy Pepper is telling her like, "Hey, say nigga one more time." Do you think that's the truth?
No, I just think it's like so ingrained in her daily vocabulary that she just can't even get rid of it. Like she'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for saying it," and then boom, drops it here. It's like, okay, there's no saving you at this point.
Like she's, "I'm so sorry, my nigga."
She definitely. It's like, okay, Gretch, just go, because you're not learning anything. It's ridiculous. And then what's her name? Wendelina? I don't remember her name. I just feel like that's not your fight, Bookie, but you gotta just stop. Like everyone's finna like start getting at you because you're trying to defend her, and it's like just let her go. Let her drown on her own.
Now, what did you think of the whole DTB versus Tinga situation?
Oh my goodness. I I hate this because I really thought like when they both got in the house that they were gonna drop it. Like you got on the show, okay, drop it.
Right.
But to see this keep going, I hate it because I love Diamond. And it's like, come on, like this is not a business move. Like if the business move would have been, fight on auditions, get in the house, boom. Okay, now we cool now. Like if they were besties, like that would have been a power move right there. But no, now we're fighting over the battle of the wigs, getting snatched, and it's just like she's becoming the outcast, and I hate that for her. But it is annoying to keep fighting about this.
Now, do you think because of that whole situation that went down, out of the two, who you think is going to get a green light to come back next season?
I already see that they setting up Tinka to come back, and I hate it. I think Tinka is so annoying, and I just feel like her whole vibe is like a caricature. Like I don't like it. It just
Thank you.
like,
Finally, somebody says it. I don't feel like naturally she acts like that. Say what you want about DTB. We've seen her now on 2 platforms. She naturally just acts like that. Her, I feel like it's a whole like it's like somebody handed her a script and said you're gonna be this person.
And I hate it. It's just like it's so cringe. It's like it feels okay. And I'm gonna sound controversial when I say this, but it just feels like she is like putting on a show for the white man on this TV, and I don't like it. Like I ain't gonna, it's I don't like it. But Diamond is eating her up with these bleaching comments, and I want the people to hear it because I don't feel like the girls are hearing it. I don't feel
Now,
like
did you listen to Diamond the Body song? Now, Diamond the Body, okay, in my dear voice, dropped a new track called Pretty Brown, a diss track.
No, I have to listen to it. I didn't go listen to it.
Let's play a little preview, okay? Hold on.
Pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown skin for the win. Brown skin for the win. Brown skin for the win. Okay, I love being pretty.
And it didn't stop there.
I like it.
Pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown, pretty brown skin for the win.
Okay.
I love it, and I don't like that the girls are not acknowledging it at all. Okay, I think we should bring it to the forefront that Tinka is bleaching, and no one is saying anything.
It's acceptable now, you know.
It is, but I just feel like it's such a good read that no one is appreciating it.
I agree with you, but it's like people are not paying attention to it because it's like people are so immune to stuff like that now. So it's like that's why it kills me when people are like, that's the only insult she has. I'm like, that's one of the biggest insults because it's like
that. Look, that is that's the biggest one.
Right. Now,
okay,
what do you think? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna talk about Natalie real quick because, like, okay, so did you peep when she was talking about them going with Tommy, her op, how she would only say Biggie's name? Like she hates Biggie. She would be like, and then that's why Biggie took my. And then like Kiki was there too. So like, why didn't you say their names? Like,
right? Like they didn't have to go, even though production told them to. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like Biggie's leading the pack of girls. Well, we all know that's not true.
It's not. It's like, come on now. You all your other homegirls went too, so you should like just say what it is. Like,
no, you know what kills me? The fact they're trying to make Biggie seem this like villainous, like op person is hilarious to me.
She's not.
She don't even got that in her. Biggie not even built like that. We've seen it.
She's not being that calculated. She literally just was just going. I don't know. Like
she doing what production told her to do.
She just hates her so much, and it was so apparent at that moment.
Yeah. No, I remember. I know what scene you're talking about. When she was like, "Oh yeah, Biggie went with all of the girls to my op."
I know. Like, oh my goodness. Who
now,
else?
Who's your MVP of the episode?
Oh, Scotty. We talked about Scotty, and I don't care what no one says. Like, I just feel like it's been how many episodes? What, 3 or 4 now? And every episode, she is literally trying to like get to the bottom of something, and it's just like so mature. So I don't know. Yeah. I was the one saying maybe Scotty didn't have a place on these upcoming seasons, but maybe she's proving me wrong, and I like it.
Ooh, any final thoughts?
Yeah, last one is Slim Too Bad is a follower, and I'm tired of her. So if she could just leave, you know, that's that's better. And then I can't ever remember any of these girls' names, Pierre. Like they put them on the camera, and I'm like, who are these people?
You got that's why they named them in sectors. You got the reserves, injured reserves, new girls, OGs.
Yeah,
So
no,
you
we're
got
gonna
to
be in
just say them
October,
by
and I'm
sectors.
still not gonna know. I'm still not gonna know when we get all the way to the end of this year. But thank you for having me on here, Pierre. I love this. I love what you're doing.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
everybody like and subscribe, please.
Period. Nate. All right, what's going on, Fernando?
Hello, hello. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
hello. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's going on? This is my first time calling, so yeah, I'm
Oh,
kind of nervous a little bit.
all right. So, what do you think of tonight's episode?
Ooh, I agree with everybody. This has been really trashy. It was really slow.
Hmm.
I'm really tired of just seeing the girls just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. I mean, of course, that's the main point of the show, right? But
Right.
we need something else. We need more BGC themed topics or drama or stuff like that. The ladies just trying to get along better or trying to getting that type of drama. So I was a fan of BGC. I started
Hmm.
watching BGC when BGC 8 came out, I remember.
Yes.
And so I'm Mexican. I'm here in Mexico, and I of course I could not watch that show because it
Right.
was just going right there at the US. So
Right.
I used to watch it online and everything. So I fell in love with BGC. I became a fan. I watched all the other seasons. So of course I'm way more biased towards the BGC ladies, and I watch Baddies just for those the ladies, for Natalie, Jayla, and all of that. Okay,
Right.
so of course it's also been kind of hard for me to get in touch with Baddies
Hmm.
just because seeing all of these ladies coming in and out, and for example Slim, Dia, all these new baddies from the auditions. I want to see more of the BGC girls, but of course that is getting a little bit diluted over the passing of the seasons. I think that's natural. I think that's something that will happen.
Right.
And I don't have a. I mean, I do like some of the girls. I enjoyed seeing or getting to know these new characters. Like for example, throughout the seasons, like Stunner Girl or
Right.
Rock, or that's been
Now,
fun.
what bad girls would you like to see make a return that we haven't seen yet?
Okay. So first of all, when they announced the Claremont twins that they would be coming here, I got so excited. I was really very I got very excited. I was like, I
Right.
cannot believe these ladies are coming back. To me it was great. So that was a nice step in a good direction. So and to me the Claremont twins were more harder to get. Let's say I never expected that to happen. So I
Right.
would like to see. I don't know. Let's get
I
what
want to
can I
see
think of?
Gia.
Gia would be great. She's crazy. Yeah, she was
I feel
crazy.
like
I
she
loved
would do
her.
it now because she's like
I
a
loved her.
mom.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe Angie from season 7. I would like to see Judy again. There was this post, like maybe like about a month ago, or less than a month ago, that Natalie had mentioned Judy in
And
an
oh yeah, and
interview.
the article, the I think it was
Yeah,
the Galore magazine. I think.
exactly. And
Yeah.
Judy was like, "Oh yes, it would be good to be back," or something like that. She kind of like was feeling that she was okay to come back. She sort of gave that vibe, right? So I was like,
Right.
okay, let's get Judy again. I know she has a lot to give, a lot to offer. I did not like her in Baddies ATL, of course. I was disappointed that she left like overnight, and Zeus tried to hide the fact that she left almost. So
Right.
yeah, I didn't like that. And who
Bad.
else?
When you really think about it, Baddies ATL felt like a fever dream.
I know. Right. Yes, totally. And it's a different world. It's a different everything. Like
Right.
I would like to see Sarah again. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I would like to see Sarah again. I don't know, something about her. I was a fan of Sarah back in BGC 11, so maybe Sarah. I
Right.
don't know. Let's get Nikki, even though she's been arrested recently. I saw a post, I think like 2 days ago. I don't know.
Right.
And yeah, so
Now with
so
this
maybe
season
those.
that's airing, whose team are you on? You team Tinker or you team DCP?
Okay, so I do like both of them in their
Mhm.
own way. I don't know. I think I like a little bit better DTB, but I mean Tika, I get it. I agree with other episodes that I've tuned into here when people are saying that yeah she's not funny, like I don't like her. I was not laughing when she was doing all of that. So I agree that wasn't too pleasing to watch. But
Yeah.
I mean it was entertaining, so I give it to her. She had just a couple seconds where I would like just be like like that was a little bit funny. And DTB, I don't know. I think I find her more likable a little bit more. I don't know. I kind of want to root more for DTB. I don't know why. And a previous caller was mentioning that uh, she was she was almost placed by Zeus to be an outcast, right? And that is very clear. And I don't know. I don't want her that for her, but I think
Mhm.
that it's better so that we can get to know a little bit more of who she is. So I think that it's
Mhm.
good. But yeah, I know. How did you notice how the girls, Jayla was making her faces every time when she was ranting about Tinka, and
Right.
she was, and they
I'm
were
like, you
looking
in the wrong Van Diamond.
right, exactly. You
You
could
should have
immediately
walked to
tell.
the trail.
And also, I think I remember that. I don't know if it was Jayla or who said oh, you're riding with us, or Scotty. I don't know. She was like, oh, you're
It
riding with
was
us. Like, yeah,
Jayla.
they were like thrown out. Like, why is this girl
I
here?
don't get why they be confused though, because they're not gonna put her in the same van with Tinker. They gonna start fighting. This ain't
I
not
know, right, right, right,
STV.
right, exactly. So it was like, so why are you here? And then obviously Natalie, nobody was feeling her in that band. Nobody. They were just like they cut her off so dry, and she was like, oh yeah, and then when Tinka did blah 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 blah,
Right.
and
You know what's crazy too?
and they
Because
just
we
started
spoke
cheering.
about BGC. This is what made BGC great. In
Right.
BGC, when they used to go to outings and they would take the limo and take the car,
Exactly.
you had no choice but to sit next to your op.
Exactly.
So it'd
That's
be
what I
those
was
awkward
saying.
scenes like this bitch. I'm gonna pop her when I get
Exactly.
home. You
And
get
you
what
would
I'm
get
saying?
exactly, and you would get those same moments where girls were just looking at each other like side to side. We're like, Listen to this beat, like shut her up." So
Right.
it was uncomfortable. So that was nice to see. And also, touching on that topic, when Biggie was going outside, they were talking outside, and they were like, "Yes, you were sleeping. I mean, you were blasting music, and you did not let me sleep, and blah blah blah." We're like, let's get some of that footage, please. Like, can we get a little bit of that? Like, maybe
Like that would
just
have been
two
funny to
minutes.
see Biggie tossing it to them, bro. Ooh, and then
Exactly.
you see a video of them outside, like, woo! Like that would have been
Exactly.
funny.
Exactly. Just how BGC was, in the house. They would put, the girls just partying up in the house and getting drunk, and then I don't know, you roll to the room number one, right? And
Right.
then and there's girls trying to go to bed, and then a whole fight breaks out. Like that would be fun to watch. So in for this, and let me ask, what do you think about this? So, for example, in those cases where the cameras are not rolling, and let's say that Biggie gets really upset, or for example, what happened in Baddies South when it was the fight between Rolly, Slim, and Rock, that
Right,
somebody
we
threw
didn't
a bottle
see.
at somebody.
Right.
That was a fight basically. I think Rock was ready to punch Slim, or I don't know what happened. So in this case, if Biggie gets mad that they're not letting her sleep, and then Jayla's there and they are beefing right now.
Right.
What that would be great TV for us.
And
And
that's
at this
happened a couple of times with Zeus where like they
exactly,
miss like some stuff and they just gotta explain to us what happened, which I'm like, y'all robbing us at this point. Cause like screw the summary. I wanna see it.
exactly. And at this point, since we have seen Biggie or these girls and we are liking them, or disliking them, but we are spending, time with them, let's say it like that. We're interested in seeing all of that, whether they are new girls or we don't know anything about them, or whether they are the Claremont twins or other characters that we already know. We still want to see all of that.
Right. Any final thoughts?
Well, this episode was just, yeah, not good, not good. And also, yeah, just one last thing.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it, but then when the next on preview came up,
Right.
and I saw the exact same thing that we've seen these past few episodes. Like girls being reunited, everybody's in a circle, like in the playground, and there's guards, and then they start scrapping, they start fighting. Like it was like, okay, yes, we like the fights, we enjoy that, but
We like the build
this
up.
this again, this again for the next season, for the next episode. Yeah, so that threw me off a little bit.
Right. All right. Thank you so much for calling, Fernando.
Okay, thank you. See you
All right,
later. Comment,
hey.
like, subscribe. Bye bye.
Period. See, I got international callers. All right, he's calling from Mexico. I mean that. What's up, Jay?
Yeah. Oh, yo. Can you hear me?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Man, it's key. I actually enjoyed the episode. I don't know what everybody else talking about. It is what it is. I thought it was a key in the
So you
castle.
liked the episode?
Yeah, it was chill for me. I've been doing my Now That's TV homework, and after watching all that, this was cute. It was cool, chill. It's something I needed.
Oh, that means you hated not saving.
I've done my homework. I've done survived the storm. And,
Yup.
they gave me what I needed.
Right. Now, what are you thinking about this whole thing that happened at the beach with Tommy and Nat? Now, a lot of the girls were saying that they thought Nat took the W. Who took the W to
Um,
you?
I think Tommy took the dragging. She definitely did, scoop her up and dropped her down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Natalie, she did do a little 1-2 before she fell down. So I just give I give it a fair one to each of them before the wig came off.
Right.
And when the wig came off, it was still it was even for me. I got 20/20 vision, so I know I
Right.
don't got to check my eyesight, but it was giving time. It wasn't giving what she say, I'll mudslide you or something.
Right.
But but it
He
wasn't
said
even
she
that.
drowned in the pool.
Oh, crazy talk. I don't know where that was coming from, but she definitely didn't drown.
Now, Tinka and DTV, whose team are you on?
Yes, like some other people said, I'm on nobody's team. For I just find it entertaining. I'm as crazy as it seems. At least it's like Diamond the Body saying she gotta avenge her wig. I mean, she honestly do. If we if this is what y'all want to
Avenging the
come,
wig is crazy.
if this is what y'all came here for, and this is what y'all like, they got the storyline from the audition. Shit, keep it up. Like, no, don't drag it on too long. Like, I think they should get that last squabble in,
Right.
and it can be that they could be, they could have somewhat of an organic storyline. What's her name? Slim. She's given like, comment, subscribe energy, and follow my page energy. Too bad.
Not
Like,
likes, comment, subscribe. I'm crying.
like she's talking. No, you can laugh at whatever you laugh at, but it was given it was given extra ha-has when it was just like a ha type energy.
You feel like she was extra? She was laughing a lot more
She
to
was,
get the approval on that.
yeah, it was a cute laugh, oh, but it wasn't doing like all that. And Biggie kind of clocked her. Like, I mean, you don't know her, so she says she doesn't know her. So it's like, please stop talking then, or stop laughing.
Now, what do you think about some of the reserves? So, do you feel like any of them should take the spots of?
No.
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 Why?
However, the groups were cut up. That's how they should just run with the season, like the other girls give. I mean, Antonio's brown baby mother is exactly that.
Right.
No shade, because
I like her though.
The bob was bobbing.
Yes.
It was giving the Etna mode. The other one's the Stunner Girl clone, the AKA hair. She's okay.
Oh,
but
wait. Who's the Stunner Girl clone?
What's her name? Yeah.
Nah, that's a Smiley clone.
It's given AKA the way her hair was set up. So
she reminds me of Smiley.
They all can just stay away or whatever. Come in if need be. But I'm cool on Jo. Mm-hmm. She gives me great auntie vibes, but like with a
How
good.
old is Jo? We need to find out the scoop.
Her and Viola Davis could be sisters, like low key. But they cool. The replacements don't give.
You're saying she should be on Auntie with Clarissa and Tokyo now?
Yeah, cute little barbecue, hot wings, hot ones, energy.
Oh man. Now, what do you think of what happened towards the end? We see Meatball confront Jay Lavina. Do you feel like she had the right to confront her?
Girl, I'm sorry, girl. Like, I'm just tired of her showing her belly like it's a pot of, like, we want to see it. Like, I hate the slow-mos where everybody's dressed up and she looks like she's running to the next barbecue. I hate it. I really do hate it. I hate it for her. I hate it for my eyes. I hate it for the audience. But she didn't have to press her. It's giving like comment, subscribe energy. Mm-hmm. She's very underwhelming. Like, I know I've seen her on like social media, and she's coming how she's she's coming to the show how I've seen her, which is a mess. So I like the consistency. I
Right.
like the potency, and yeah, it's just not giving on her end. And I guess my last little thought, real quick, would
Mhm.
be like when what's her name, Tinka and Diamond were going. You know, they were doing their walk, and
Right.
you know, doing the back and forth. It was giving me like the original BGC, like when they what's the name, Ty and Amy, they walk up the stairs, and you know, Ty gets the boxing
Ah,
on her.
yes.
It was giving me we ain't on the stairs now type energy. I wish it went.
Right.
It was giving me that type of nostalgia a little bit, so I enjoyed that scene. But yeah. Oh, and also it's giving battle with the executive producers between Natalie, Scotty, Biggie, and Aubrey.
Oh, thank you for calling in.
Yeah, all right, peace.
Right. Someone said one thing about it. Did you hear when Nat said with them bullet holes? When I tell y'all I laughed so hard when I heard that. Tommy has not, I don't think got shot at. Those are surgery scars. I don't think those are bullet fragments. We not gonna do that to Tommy. Okay? Her body, in my opinion, was T. I don't care what nobody say. What's going on, Kimmy?
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
I've been watching. I just haven't been able to comment because I wasn't logged in into my Google, but I'm back like I never
Mhm.
left.
Period.
So, where do you want to start?
Let's start with the beginning. Let's talk about Tommy's entrance and all that.
Okay, so I love Tummy. So when she came in, I was like, okay, it's finna get good. When
Mhm.
her and Natalie was fighting, I feel like Tummy was getting the best of her, but I feel like Natalie was still swinging. But
Mhm.
I just like the way I just like how she is. Like the stuff that she say, like she's just good TV. I don't like the fact that every time somebody is beefing with Natalie or any of her close friends, they're never included. So we don't get
Mm.
that TV. Cause I feel like if Tommy would have went to the safari with them, it would have been better TV. I feel like everything is more so set up. So we don't get the
Yeah,
natural drama.
exactly. Like force the girls to be around each other. Like, you get
Right.
what I'm
Cause we
saying?
haven't seen Callie since. And that's because Natalie don't want to get her head knocked off. Like, why is
You ain't
she even
lying.
meeting up with It's Dia? What do they have to talk about?
Thank you. Now listen, they keeping Callie off to the side because Natalie see what she did to Jelly Bean. She told Lady Pepper, you're not gonna bring
Right.
her near
That's
me.
why last season when Tasiki fought Rock Friends, she made up with her real quick. We don't have any beef. Like, that is so
We're
annoying.
cool.
Right.
No, you're so right about that. I didn't even think about that. You're so right.
Like, okay, and what else
Oh
happened?
yeah.
Cause this
So we see they go to the trail, we see DTB and Tinker go at it. Are you team DTB or are you team Tinker?
um I really don't know. Like, I'm leaning more towards Diamond the Body because of the simple fact that I feel like Tinka is just she just want people to like her. So she just does stuff so people can like her. And I hate that it feels like it gives like high school vibes. Like you want everybody to like you so all of y'all can hate the same person. Like I
Mm,
don't like that. But I feel like when Sapphire was going on and on and on about her wig with Bianca, people listened. When Scotty
right.
was going on and on about T, people listened. When Natalie was going on and on about Tommy, people listened. When Jayla was going
Okay.
on and on yelling in the Claremont twins' face about Biggie, they listened. So it's like, why y'all trying to make her seem like she's doing too much by speaking on how she feel?
Right. And I'm telling you, I said in my recap, Diamond snatched her wig because of the one to get on, but she also did it quickly because she got interrupted during auditions. Go back and watch it. I'm not playing. It's still up. It's
Right.
not that they don't
And
delete
not
it.
only that, what really irritates me is Natalie them is not acknowledging the fact that y'all literally at the auditions be telling people, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
And then once they fight, y'all, this is all over the auditions. Are you kidding me? Like, bruh. Like,
Exactly.
y'all be hyping people up to fight and making them feel like they have to fight to get a spot. So, of course, this beef is still about the auditions.
Exactly. Y'all remember at the audition, she said, you gonna slap her for $5,000? Y'all remember?
Right. And I feel like that they were more so irritated with Diamond because of how she was acting drunk. Like everybody gets drunk on the show, but I've never really just seen them just act sloppy drunk. I feel like when Diamond was yelling, it was just giving now that's TV. Like she was just like sloppy drunk.
They're like, bitch, you got that now that's TV funk on you.
Yeah. So I feel like if she was more calm and telling
Yeah.
it, then it could have went better.
Right. No, it is. I feel like it is a thing though. Like the Zeus girls, they smell that now that's TV funk and they feel away.
Right, right.
It's like a aura. Like
Because they already don't want them on the show, but when people keep requesting them, they just put them on because of what the fans want.
it's popular demand. I don't care. I'm
Right.
still TV. I don't care. I ain't switching up. Now, what do you think about Meatball and Jayla? Do you feel like Meatball should have had the right to defend Biggie being bullied?
I feel like somebody need to defend her because clearly Tasiki don't got no loyalty to nobody, but she got so many friends on the show. Because I get it. Biggie talk her crap and she do what she do. It's TV. She's doing it, but everybody is not a fighter. That's just like Aubrey. Like she say, we used to talk things out with words. Like some people feel like they can get smart, they can say stuff, and they don't always have to result into fighting. So I
Right.
feel like when it comes to that whole situation, Meatball was standing up for her friend, and somebody just need to shut Jayla up. Period. Because Jayla is just annoying. So I feel like it's not even all about fighting. It's just about getting the point across because Jayla know who to try and who not to try. Same
Now,
thing
do
with
you feel
Natalie.
like if Rolly and Animac were there from the beginning, the girls would be acting the same, more in particularly Jayla?
Yes, Jayla has been the same since back in the BGC days. She has always been an attention seeker. She always give pick me vibes. Like in
Mm.
my honest opinion. That's just my opinion. Like she's always been pretty, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like she's an attention seeker. Like even with the twins when they were on BGC, they wasn't the best fighters, but they had personality just naturally. Like I feel like Jayla has to try very hard.
Mm. I get what you mean. No, I see exactly what you're saying. Now, in regards to most valuable batted episode, who gonna take the W?
Mm. I would probably agree with the other caller and say Scotty. And the only reason that I say Scotty is because I feel like she is acting more of an EP than Natalie is. And I agree with you when you said that Lemmy Pepper was probably telling Gretch to say it because every time it comes time for Gretch to fight, security is everywhere. They literally let everybody fight it out in the sand. And then as soon as it came time for Jayla to fight
Right.
Grinch for saying the word, security was protecting the girl. So I
Somebody,
feel like I feel
somebody in
like
the
Lemmy is
comments wrote
behind the
that.
scenes instigating it and he's making sure that they don't touch her no more.
Right. Oh, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see her like being super protected. Somebody wrote in the comments and said, Larry Pepper was just like, it's okay to say niggas. We're all niggas.
Right.
Y'all are sick.
Right. No, for real.
Now, okay, with this season overall so far, do you think it's beating out West and East? Like, what do you feel like the season overall so far? With 5 episodes in.
I honestly feel like no season is beaten when Rock was on the show. I know people are gonna hate me for that,
Mm-hmm.
but Rock is good TV.
Yes.
And she just have the funniest catch lines. Like, I don't know who to slap. Like, she just say funny stuff. And I feel
Yes.
like we don't have nobody like that on the show. In the confessionals, everybody is funny. Everybody got stuff to say. But people that just say random stuff just out there when it's happening, we don't have that right now.
We do not. And
So
that's
I
what made
kind of
Rob
miss
good with her
Rock.
confessionals. I agree because you could tell she didn't rehearse none of that. They asked her and she on the spot said that phrase or that
Right.
word.
Right. But it's almost that's why I said I miss Tummy. Cause Tummy is gonna be the person that say the funny catch lines. Like she say funny stuff. Like we don't really have that on the show right now at all.
Mm,
And I feel
that
like
is
Natalie,
true.
she don't even I know I'm going on and on. I'm finna be
Mm-hmm.
done. But I feel like
Maybe.
Natalie don't have an issue with Gretch and she don't care about her saying the N-word. I really don't think Natalie cares because anytime she speaks on it, Natalie don't want to be black herself. So anytime she speak on it, she say, Gretch, the girls have an issue with you. She always blame it on the girls. She never say she never say, why are you calling us niggas or
Right.
anything? Cause she doesn't even want to be in the category herself. So please.
No, I agree 100%. I agree. Yes. That is true. Because when she called her out, she said, hey, Gretch, where you at? All the girls been coming for you.
Right. Like, girl, you are black too. Like, you need to speak for everybody. You are the EP.
Oh, man. Now, any final thoughts?
Man, I don't know. I see that Tasiki is gonna fight next week. I just don't know about this season. It's like I like it and I like that it's a little different. But like everybody else saying, I just miss the BGC days when they were in the house. But of course, they're renting out Airbnbs, so majority of the footage can't be in the house because they would tear them houses apart. But I don't know. Like it's just so much going on. It's a lot to keep up with. I just wish everybody could be in one place at one time so we can just see what's going on.
Right. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, Nate. Oh, that is true. Someone said Natalie's a valley girl at heart that made it on BGC and got lucky with baddies. Let me read my super chats for tonight. Thank you guys so much for donating to the super chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Azor TV said Big Wrench is loud and wrong. However, she's fun to watch and she does stand on business. Stupid business, but business none the same. Thomas joined as a member. Thank you for joining. Thomas also sent a super sticker. Thank you for sending that. And Thomas also said it's 60 for an eighth in California for the flower. I don't know how I live in LA. Thank you, Cece, for the 199. She's with a client. She said it herself. I ain't snitching on her. And Temple said, happy belated birthday to my nigga Gretch. Okay? Happy belated birthday to my nigga Gretch. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. And we're out, baby.
No personal thing.